So this perfume right here, Valentino's new Donna Born in Roma Ivory, has made quite the entrance onto the fragrance scene. Let's chat about it. One of the most anticipated releases of 2025, and people are either loving this or they are quite disappointed. So I wanted to share my thoughts. This is a limited edition 100 ml 3.4 ounce bottle that's selling for $190. More than the other flankers, so prices have gone up on a lot of fragrances across the board, and this one is no different. And there are no samples or decants to try this out first, at least not right now, unless people are selling from their own personal bottles. There are no travel sprays, and there are no smaller sizes of this bottle. So if you wanted to try it out, you had to purchase it from the website or wait for someone to sell some samples of it or something like that. This young lady here, this girl, sold out in a matter of hours on the day that it was released. I don't know, I wasn't watching the clock, but it's currently sold out. So for those that are disappointed with this, the main complaints that I have heard are that one, it's $190, and for that price tag, they were expecting more projection and more longevity from this fragrance. I'll address those two things and my thoughts on that in just a minute. And then for those that were expecting this to be a heavily gourmand fragrance because of the notes, they didn't feel like it had that edible ooey gooey goodness that they were hoping and maybe anticipating for an early fall release. It's not fall yet, but in our minds and our hearts, it's kind of early fall here in the Northern Hemisphere. So the notes in the fragrance are orange blossom, green mandarin, vanilla, and then the marshmallow accord, which is what I think had people imagining that this was going to be in the gourmand direction. What was my personal experience with this fragrance? I found it to be bright, happy, fresh, a little bit of a citrus sort of freshness in the beginning of the fragrance. It's floral, it's fluffy, and it's airy. I think the marshmallow texture of this fragrance gives this sort of a sugary fluffiness is the way that I would describe this. And as it dries down further, you get more pronounced vanilla in the base. So overall, it leans a little bit more fresh than gourmand, but it does to me have this sort of fluffy, sugary sweetness that I think lives up to that marshmallow accord. If anything, it reminds me sort of Good Girl Blush, if you have tried that from Carolina Herrera. It reminds me a little bit of Printemps Blanc, that same kind of feel where it's lighter, fluffier, a more tender type of fragrance. Addressing the projection and longevity issues, I do have to admit, this is probably more of an intimate scent bubble. This is not one that people are going to smell way across the room. It's a little bit more noticeable, of course, when you first spray it onto your body. In fact, I tested this out on several friends and family members, and I was standing 4 to 5 feet away from them, and I could smell it for a decent amount of time. It does become more intimate to the skin as time progresses, maybe 30 minutes in to an hour, it's more of like a skin scent sort of bubble. I did find that this lasted about 3 to 4 hours or so, and then kind of just faded into one of those scents where you have to put your nose very close to your skin to smell it. You have to be up on someone to kind of get a whiff of this from them. So all in all, do I think that this is a win or a fail? I think this is a big win for me. I really like this kind of scent profile. It's the sort of profile that I'm attracted to these days, sort of like a fresh, floral, sweet, feminine, girly, soft, fluffy type of deal without being too gourmand. And for that, I appreciate it. I also want to say, although it's hard to see under these lights, this is not a white bottle. It's actually more of like an off-white or ivory color in person, and it is quite gorgeous in person. This is an exceptional bottle, in my opinion, one that's going to stand out in my collection, and it's pretty and lovely to reach for. This was a hit in my house. Everyone who tried it thought that it was quite nice. So that is my opinion. I know there are polarizing views out there. Let us know your thoughts in the comments if you have tried this. Was it a win for you, or did you take it on back to Sephora? Tell us down below.